So today we are going to be talking a little bit about the Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream and what we can expect from the point guard from Indiana, Caitlin Clark. So this is a game where, look, I don't get it. I legitimately do not get it how the Indiana Fever are fairly significant favorites to win this game. I don't understand it because for me, I'm like, surely the Atlanta Dream are tipped to win this. Like, they're the informed team, arguably in the W right now. They lost to the number one Lynx and the Aces. Like, the Atlanta Dream and they've also beat the number one Lynx. They've beaten nearly everybody, and they're a team that also plays really well in fourth quarters. Like, they have owned the fourth quarter in the WNBA this year. Like, they were even, I don't know if they were down going to the fourth, but they were down with a minute to go in the third against Connecticut and ended up blowing them out. Like, this is a team that is a fantastic, fantastic team going down the stretch. And Indiana has been a really bad fourth quarter team. Outside of one Golden State game, like, they have 4 wins. And 3 of their 4 wins have been in games where they've been up massive. Like, they'd killed the Storm. They killed the Fire the first time they won, and they killed the Sparks. Like, if nothing else, like they've been up 20, 30 points going to the fourth and 3 of their 4. And if you look at it in their losses outside of the Portland Fire, their other 3 of their losses have been from bad fourth quarter performances, and they were up going into the fourth against Golden State as well. To say it is an Indiana team that's been executing very poorly on both ends is like a bit of a strange, is absolutely factually correct. But you also have to take into account here that Caitlin Clark is, when she is at her best, she's the best guard in the league. And I don't think anyone should be forgetting that. Like, she started off the year with 5 straight 20-plus point games. Like, she was averaging 23.5 points per game through 5 games. Yes, she had a 16-point game followed by a 6-point game. The fact that you have a 16-point game followed by a 16-point game and still, or 16-point game followed by a 6-point game and still end up above 20 points per game is impressive. For me, it's Caitlin's overall impact that has concerned me this year. I think her box score numbers and her counting stats will tell you that she's probably been the best she's ever been. Her assists are right on her rookie year averages. She averaged 8.2 in her rookie year. She's averaging 8.1 right now. While her assists are on track with her rookie year, her turnovers are down. They're down to nearly under 4.5. And her her steals and blocks are both up on her rookie season and on last season. So she's averaging, currently I'm pretty sure she's leading the team in steals and blocks. I think she's averaging career highs in points, 0.1 assists off a career high in assists, averaging a career high in she's averaging a career low in rebounds and a career high in blocks, steals and blocks as far as I'm aware. So if you look at the box score, you're thinking Caitlin Clark's having a good season. The problem is that, like, we watched the games, her impact has not been as good as her box score would suggest. But I just want Caitlin to play free today. I don't know if she will. I really don't know if she will. Like, even in the Portland Fire game, like, as bad as Caitlin was in that game, or sorry, was the Valks game? It was the Valks game. As bad as Caitlin was in that 16-point Valks game, she was the only player who showed up aggressive. Like, Raven was really good off the bench. Caitlin was aggressive. And then Kelsey Mitchell has been putting up empty stats all year. Aaliyah Boston has been putting up empty stats all year. Especially Kelsey. Whatever about Aaliyah, Kelsey Mitchell, outside of the Dallas Wings game at the start of the year, has been putting up the emptiest of empty stats. And the problem is like, when it comes to Caitlin, she is getting not too far off that. But I'm expecting her to be aggressive. The problem is that the Atlanta Dream are going to full court press Caitlin. They are going to full court press Caitlin. They are going to attack Caitlin every single possession. They're going to try to get her switched on to Jordan Canada. And they're going to try to get her out of this game. They know that without Caitlin Clark on the floor, the Indiana Fever are fucked. They know Sophie Cunningham has let it be known, but let's be real, these teams are smart. Everyone's like, oh, Sophie Cunningham has told teams they only run one defensive system. No, every fucking coach knows that. Every coach knows that the Indiana Fever run one defensive system. Why? Because Portland Fire said, fuck everything we do. We're just going to walk into switches. I have a really bad feeling we're going to see a lot. I think Caitlin's minutes are going to start with a 2 today. Do you want to know why I think Caitlin's minutes are going to start with a 2? I think we see a lot of Caitlin Clark as shooting guard. I think we see Raven Johnson's minutes start with a 2 today. And I think we're going to see a lot of it because the Atlanta Dream, like if they really want to be, if I'm the Atlanta Dream, I'm not joking when I say this. I would go a little bit out there and I'd say, okay, yeah, Angel, you go guard Caitlin. You go guard Caitlin with Naz, you guard Aaliyah. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start switching all Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark screens. And they're not going to be able to do much about it. Or fuck it, even, look, Ryan, you go guard Aaliyah and see what happens. So we'll switch that screen. Or if, I think they're a team that's going to switch everything at times. And Carl Smesco's Atlanta Dream team are a team that don't really, the only time I've ever seen Carl Smesco really go away from his game plan was against the Fever last year. And look, they were 2-2 against Fever. They're 1-2 against Fever with Caitlin Clark. And we saw what we saw last year when the Fever blew out the Atlanta Dream. And again, people are like, oh, it's a different Dream team. No, it's Angel Reese is there. Bree Jones is gone. They're the same team. They're the same level team. The difference is that Caitlin Clark dominated all aspects of the game. It was Caitlin Clark playing point guard. And I think that's the only chance Fever have. I think Caitlin Clark playing 2 guard if Caitlin Clark's minutes start with a 2, if Caitlin Clark plays more shooting guard than point guard, this could be a 20-point blowout. And there's no point predicting a stat line from Caitlin because we don't know if we're seeing off the ball empty stats Caitlin or best engine in the world Caitlin. They're 2 different players. They're shooting guard Caitlin can go get hot. 2 guard Caitlin is Marina Mabry. She can get hot, and at any stage in a game could just go nuclear. There's a big but here. Point guard Caitlin, if she's hot, it's over. They've won. Even if she's not hot, she's going to free up stuff for everybody else, get everybody else open, and the team is going to play at a tempo that you might be saying that Atlanta can't handle. They can. Atlanta like to sprint up and down. But the good thing is that the Indiana Fever can sprint up and down with them. I feel like this is a game where 2 teams where they like to run up and down and shoot quick shots. And if it becomes that type of game, it becomes a Caitlin Clark game. The problem is that the Atlanta Dream, if they're hitting shots, the Fever don't have enough in the half court to match them. They just don't. I think we can all be honest here. In the half court, the Indiana Fever don't have. There's too many defenders. If they're able to slow the tempo of this game down, it's GG's. Like it's done. Like I can't see Indiana making any sort of a comeback. If they're hitting shots, I can't see Indy winning this game without Caitlin playing free. And my expectation is that we're not going to see it. My expectation is, like, if you look at their practices, they were running Lexi Hull pick and rolls. There's like, if you look at a lot of their practices, they were like, oh, look at this Caitlin and Leah pick and roll. I've watched nearly all the footage. They're just looking for different actions out of emotion. There have been a lot of times, like 80% of the time, Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston pick and rolls have the weirdest spacing ever because they're never ran in a position where the Aaliyah Boston Caitlin Clark pick and roll is supposed to be the end of the offense. The CCAB pick and roll is supposed to start off the offense, and they're running 2-3 different actions from that. So I'm very concerned in this game. My expectation, I hate saying this, my expectation for Caitlin is 14 points, 8 assists. I don't know how many turnovers she's going to have because I don't know how her passing is going to be. I don't like a lot of the difference between 3 and 6 is her teammates catching the ball, but I'm guessing she gets stripped twice to 3 times. And I think they're going to run ISO on her again. I think there's going to be little to no help side defense again. I think the Indiana Fever are going to go out the exact same way as it against Portland. And because I I believe that the Fever think they just showed up flat against Portland. That it wasn't a tactical issue, they just showed up flat. So I have a feeling they're going to go out there and get, and Caitlin Clark is going to have a poor game today. I think New York is where you're like, okay, yeah, Caitlin, have a good game. But like, considering everything that's going on, Caitlin's, when the media goes too far in on Caitlin, she has shown that she has struggled. Let's not forget the Dejanay Carrington situation in her rookie year where Dejanay called her out while in the arena, and then Caitlin was just shook and scored 7 points. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the video. See you guys.